Child, welcome back, child. The weed doctor, child, had a blurp and a slurp. Anyways, happy hallelujah night, happy Halloween, whatever type of day you want it to be today, honey. Okay, do it like it's your B-day, baby. Okay. Now for all those, we're just gonna do a quick wrap up. So the weed doctor was on there the whole time for 17 minutes straight, child. Then I found out that my audio was sucking. Okay. Child, I forgot the weed doctor made a mistake. Child, I see the weed doctor. She got her hair loss too tonight. Okay. So we wanted to just talk about toxic, how mold is so very toxic to our environment. Also, for those who were watching earlier, I don't know if you heard me or not, but at Howard University, they are now having an issue with a lot of the different types of students because there are a lot of different mold that are in the dorms. A lot of the students now are sleeping outside in tents. And some people may be like, well, why don't they just sit in their room? No, honey, they are doing the right thing. And I hope they may be trying to get their money back. I used to be a Howard University student. However, I lived off campus, so I did not. I only, I visited a couple of friends' dorms, but ultimately, I've been hearing that this has been an ongoing problem. Anyways, we want to help you guys focus on taking care of the different type of biotoxins and the microtoxins that can be in your own personal environment. And so black mold is one of them, baby. Okay. Not only does it weaken and suppress the your immune system, so that means you're not gonna be able to fight off viruses as well as you ought to. Also, with black mold, it's generally you can tell it is black mold because it has a black or a greenish tint to the actual mold. And it can be found. A lot of this black mold can be found in your cabinets. Some of this mold can be found in some of the baseboards and maybe in your bedrooms, not in your bedrooms, but in your bathrooms and in the foundations of some of your house. That's why it's imperative. If you have any type of leaky pipes in your house, you want to make sure that you take care of those things ASAP, because ultimately all of these things contribute to our overall toxic load. And that's why the weed doctor always encourages everyone to make sure they're eating properly, they're getting the right amount of sleep, they're limiting their personal care products that have toxins in them. And the next thing, so that was the discussion with the mold. Mold is extremely harmful to the system. Actually, can make induce asthma in some, a lot of different cognitive disorders. Also, can make people experience brain fog, all these different things. And actually, there are some studies out there. There is 1 in 4 people that would be affected by these forms of biotoxins. Some people they're able to break down these different type of chemicals and some of the different byproducts that come from inhaling, breathing, and all of these things in their system. However, a lot of people, 1 in 4, cannot handle it. And so then they must find ways to eliminate some of these exposures and also help their bodies to break some of these different type of biotoxins, some of their different type of byproducts that they create in the body. Also, one of the things we want to talk about today was tinea capitis. Tinea capitis. So we talked about some of the black mold, which is a biotoxin, so it's created by something that is alive. And while actually we're talking about now we're moving on to the tinea capitis, which is a form of probably a form, and we could be wrong, an endotoxin or exotoxin. These things are found within your own body and they're generated with your own body. It has to do with your immune system. In fact, most people who are dealing with the tinea capitis, they have a weakened immune system. And most people that get this, generally they may be dealing with diabetes, may have HIV, may be having, or just have just some type of immunocompromised type of system. And it's funny that when I did some more research on this, I actually found out that the way that people are contracting this tinea capitis is very common. Child, you can get some of this tinea capitis just by walking out in the air. Depends on your environment. You can get it. The spores can be anywhere. You can receive some of this scalp fungus on just certain surfaces. Maybe you touch or something. If you have that weakened immune system, then it can make you more susceptible to these different type of scalp funguses, which in the ultimate result of some of these funguses, if they're not treated, is scarring of the hair follicles or permanent hair loss. So, child, these things are serious. And we want to just give you and then another way also you can contract this tinea capitis is just by who's from head to head contact. So this can be maybe child, girl, who you got over your house, okay, who is sleeping in your bed, messing up your head. You need to start doing inspections, making sure you're looking at people's scalp before they come in your house. This thing, especially you have a weakened immune system, you then will be able to possibly contract some of these different type of viruses, not viruses, but different type of scalp fungus. And we're just some of the different type of symptoms, because a lot of people, when they get some of these scalp fungus, they be being real trifling. They just think that they just got some dandruff. No, baby. Anytime that you're starting to see red bumps all throughout the scalp, any type of white scaly skin that's crusting, any type of oozing of the scalp, all of these things, and they actually are stages of the tinea capitis. It actually gets worse. So if you do not treat these conditions, they can get worse and they can lead to permanent hair loss. And if you think that you might be dealing with this tinea capitis, I would suggest that you go to a hair doctor such as myself that can probably help you with some of maybe give help you with some of the probiotics to give after you have to possibly go to the dermatologist. Because in most cases, if you're dealing with any type of infection, it's best to go to get antibiotics. Or if you want to do the holistic approach, you can. However, you could possibly be taking a risk because holistic doctors, we are not necessarily licensed by the state to heal, treat illnesses. So, child, go at your own risk, okay? Don't be trying to come back and get the weed doctor, some of us other holistic practitioners. So we hope that was very good advice. We're sorry about how the first video, child, we was taking all day. But and one thing I did want to address, my own experience from black mold. I had lived in one of these basement apartments, child, and it was a luxury basement apartment, child. We had an outdoor entrance and everything, honey. Child, it didn't even look. It pretty much was like we weren't underground. And that's people may say, well, why do people want to rent out a apartment instead of doing a basement apartment? However, I found that sometimes with some of these apartments, just like some of these buildings that had the silk building syndrome, or just like even with the Howard University case allegedly, there is a lot of water damage. Even what happened back, I think 5 or 6 months ago, it was in California or New York, I believe, how that whole entire apartment building fell down because there was some different type of leaks in the building of water. And I'm pretty sure that some of those things, all it takes, I was doing some research today for mold to form, is just the mold spores and then some type of cellulose. Cellulose can be dust mites and the dust, any type of particulates. That's why if if you're going to live in an apartment, or say like if you have to work in a building, maybe you want to get your air purified. Make sure that your air, try to clean your air. Open up the windows if possible to make sure that you're getting fresh air in. Also, they have carbon filters that's out there, and food-based carbon that helps to clean out. I think the company that I use is Charcoal House, but they are specialists in cleaning out air. Charcoal is very popular. So that's one of the ways that you can naturally clean your environment. Make sure you have purifiers around you, especially if you know that you're dealing with water damage. Call a specialist if possible to try to clear it up. Because if not, you could be weakening and suppressing your own immune system and also those who are around you. So that's all for the Child the Weed Doctor. We were on there early and we thought that we were broadcasting. However, the sound was just horrible. So, child, that's why the Weed Doctor had to come and redeem herself and at least make sure that you had your information for the week, learning about how mold toxicity, tinea capitis, all these things contribute to hair loss. And some people just don't understand that any type of immune condition that shows up on your scalp, and that is with several different forms of hair loss, the alopecia areata, the diffusive alopecia. These things are caused by autoimmune responses. And also, just that's why we were bringing up the mold. When you're breathing in all these different chemicals, when you're breathing in toxins, you are contributing to your load. You're breathing in, your body has to metabolize those different type of toxins. A lot of times, some people, they are not breaking down these toxins properly, and it's causing their health to be worse. And if you have a weakened immune state, then your hair, in most cases, in a lot of different cases, will suffer. So that's why the weed doctors want to educate you guys, child. Make sure that you are eliminating your toxic load, taking care of your environment, being mindful and aware of your environment so that you can be as healthy as you can be. Okay. All right. But child, the weed doctor has enjoyed you guys. And also, for all those who do not know, if we are now offering medical units that can be insured, possibly through your insurance, come and find out today how to get some of those units insured by the weed and get some of your by the weed doctor, get your units, get reimbursement for your units. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful afternoon.